I consider the 90s the golden age of hip hop, because that's when the money started flooding in and people really started to understand the international aspect of hip hop, which brings me to one of the gold standard interviews in the documentary, because he's someone who doesn't really talk to people, Jay-Z. I think you're probably he sat down with David Letterman, he sat down with Ralph McDaniels. He certainly had to sit down with Ralph McDaniels because, as he points out, you're a big part of his origin story. You're a big part of the reason why he gets to be the Jay-Z that we know today. When you were working with Jay-Z back then, or with Nas, who of course is a producer, executive producer on the film, and also is interviewing you throughout the film, did you know that these guys were going to become icons? Did you know when you saw Biggie that he was going to be an icon? Who stuck out for you?
Nas. Nas stuck out because he had such a buzz before he came out. Like before his record even dropped, it was like Nas. Like, who's Nas? And then lyrically, you heard him. You were like, wow, this guy is incredible. And his time at the time he came out, it changed. It was like Rakim, and Nas kind of like a parallel. And Jay was, he was great, and Big was. Big, I tell people I met Big in front of Tower Records, if people remember Tower Records.
Yes.
And
the one in Soho, right down the block from where Russell used to live.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. In fact, I think I was coming from Russell's apartment, and I was like, "Yo, man, let's get some ice cream." And I'm standing there, and this lady comes up, she's like, "Ralph, I want to introduce you to the Notorious B.I.G." I was like, "That's a hell of an introduction, Notorious B.I.G." Like, I'm scared.
Right,
I just came to get some ice cream. And so I turn around, and there's this big, chubby kid looking at me, and I'm like, "There's nothing notorious about this dude, right?"
No, he looked like a teddy bear.
Teddy bear, right? And I said, "Yo, what's up, man?" He was like, "Yo, nice to meet you. I just want to meet you, man. I watch your show." I said, "All right, man, cool." But it was like weird because I was expecting something, like the Rock or somebody.
Right.
And then he walked away. And then 6 months later, he looked like the Notorious B.I.G. Like he transformed into that,
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, now I get it.
Yeah. And then you heard the music, and it was just like, now I get it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.